Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the career and financial energy for the sign of Aries for the month of August. Now do keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Go ahead and see what we have here for you, Aries. Now the scammers are back, so just be careful. I don't offer personal readings, so do not get scammed. I'm also using the Gilded Tarot as well as the Ethereal Visions Tarot and the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, let's make sure we're all set up and in view here for you, Aries, and we'll get right into it. I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. Okay, we'll take 3 of these Kipper cards to clarify as we go along. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Wands is, in a career and financial situation, this represents some type of foundation or achievement that you've spent time sort of laying the groundwork on or building. 4 is a number of stability and structure. 4 of Wands can also indicate, if it's not about your foundations and achievements, it can say that you're maybe getting a new start. These people are getting married. It is a card of marriage, but we're obviously looking at career and finance. So, for these people, this represents a new start. Starting a family, and you can apply that to other areas of your life. So you might be getting started on something new here. In the future, I think some of you are taking something to the next level. This might be so that we have a lot of wands showing up here, and actually we have almost all wands in the corners, plus a pentacle card. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 10 total cards here are wands. So wands is the suit of work, career, enterprise. So definitely like to see this for you. But let's go ahead and dive into this a little bit more. In the overall situation, you do have the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands is really about perseverance and kind of continuing to go forward. This person's standing at the finish line, they're about to cross, and for them, they just need to kind of get over the hump here, get over the hurdle. What's interesting is you have the 10 of Wands here and the 9 of Wands. So I do think that some of you are going to be completing something big here. You also have this diagonal showing up, which is all wands, okay? This diagonal of wands here. This reading is very clearly centered around work. There is something about finance here as well, but this is very much centered around work. The context here is heavily, and maybe career as well, which, yeah, kind of similar. But you are going in a new direction or at a new pace here in that area of your life. So let's talk about this some more. Now, in the beginning of the month, you have the 10 of Wands, you have the 5 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so we have double 10s here. Either in the past you've completed something important, or you are about to complete something important here at the beginning of August. It really depends on where you find yourself. The reason being is we have these double 10s, okay? 10s in tarot represent completions, and the 10 of Wands suggests that you've been working very hard, you've been carrying some sort of heavy burden or shouldering the load on your back here, and this might come forward as an overwork situation. I actually think that some of you are absolutely working hard, but you also see the rewards that come with it as you have the 10 of Pentacles attached to it here in this case. And so it's you're working hard and you're getting compensated appropriately for the work. You may be in a job where it's the more hours you put in, the more money you get. Instead of a fixed income, which would be a salary, which is okay, you work 40 hours a week and you get XYZ every month or every 2 weeks or every year. You may be in a different position where it's maybe you're in sales, maybe you own your own business, maybe you do contract work, maybe you are a gig worker, you do gig economy, or you do something where it's you basically have as many hours in the day as there are, you have the ability to work, and it's just that's how it is being self-employed, that I've noticed for myself here, Aries, where it's like I can work as much as I want, and the more I work, it's like the more there is. And it's almost like for some of you, you may be in that situation. That's just coming to mind. You have this Five of Swords here as well, which the Five of Swords is like loss, defeat, challenge, struggle. It is this idea though that through it's, I was like, the Five of Swords is like a hardening type of energy. And what I mean by that is you are sort of hardening your skills in that somewhere along our journey, we always kind of, at some point along our journey, we do get knocked down. And, you know, it's really up to us if we decide to get back up again. And you can see this person's knocked down here. They are waving their flag. But the point is that in getting knocked down and then consequently getting back up, you are learning something. Okay, you are learning something and you are growing in those periods. So you're sort of hardening your skills or even hardening your mission. So I kind of feel like this has been happening or this is happening for you, but you are definitely completing something big here. Now, in the middle of the month, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Nine of Wands, and you have the King of Wands. So the Nine of Wands I've talked about is this, like you going the distance and not giving up. It's perseverance, it's true perseverance and continuing forward here. You have this with the King of Wands, which the King of Wands I love to see, especially in a career and financial reading. Reason being is the King of Wands is, first and foremost, they're the classic entrepreneur in the tarot. I do intuitively feel like some of you prefer to be self-employed. I do believe that some of you prefer autonomy, like in the workplace. Even if you do work for somebody, it's like you run the show. That's the King of Wands. The King of Wands is only going to be in a job that they love to do. They will never be in a dead-end job. And so many times they'll be self-employed, but also they can work for somebody if they love to work for them. But the reason that they are in that position, the reason the King of Wands is in that position is because oftentimes they are the most talented person in the room. And not only that, they'll always have something in their back pocket. They'll always have another job offer or career opportunity in their back pocket. So this could simply be referring to you. I don't attach gender to my cards, so this can be anybody that I'm talking to. It could be you because you're a fire sign and the King of Wands is a fire sign, or it could just mean that you have those sorts of qualities about you. Again, I think relying on your talent and your passions to really push you forward over the finish line here is what's coming forward. You then have this Wheel of Fortune, which I love to see as well. The Wheel of Fortune is a major card of your destiny. You know, this is the wheel of your destiny here. And you know, it's interesting. This is like a natal chart. You could say that in this card it's like a natal chart, you at the center of the natal chart. And this is something that like people forget. I don't know why I'm feeling like I need to say this, but it's probably a reason why. You know that you're made up of all 12 signs. A lot of people don't understand this, but you are made up of all 12 signs. If you look at your natal chart, you have 12 houses and each house has a sign associated with it. So even if the house is empty, you have all 12 signs. And it's almost like, I'm bringing this forward because it's almost like some of you have so many things that you can rely on and tap into for a career situation. It's like I see you wearing a lot of hats, or I see you sort of having a lot of talents. And this could be a part of your destiny or your path. The Wheel of Fortune is a change. It is a change to your destiny, but it really is change that you need to also kind of meet the universe halfway in. The wheels keep spinning, and so while the wheel is spinning in your direction now, you have to keep going forward. You have to take advantage because you never know when it will start spinning again, right? And so it's one of these deals where like strike while the iron is hot type of situation. In the last portion of the reading here of the month here, you have the Three of Wands, you have the Two of Pentacles, and you have the Six of Wands. So just so many wands showing up here. The Three of Wands is taking something to the next level. It's a very exciting energy. It's an exciting card. This person's realizing that the entire ocean is in front of them. And you could say that this person's an adventurer. They're about growth and expansion and seeing what is on the horizon for them, recognizing all of the possibilities in front of them. And again, it's like I was going back to this idea here with the Wheel of Fortune where it's like you have so many different things that you can do. it's almost like you have this associated here with this Two of Pentacles, which is this idea of like juggling something in your life, keeping all the plates in the air, kind of keeping things together. It's like the state of your financial situation kind of fluctuating back and forth. It is a change in money. It's by default a good change. I would say it's more likely than not that it's a good change, because we have this change here showing up, and then we have this idea of perseverance. I think that this is something about weathering a storm showing up here in your life. I think that you have the very clear ability to do this, especially as it's paired with the Three of Wands and the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is the second victory in the suit of Wands. Actually, this is the way it works. So the Three of Wands says that small wins build up to big wins over time. So the Three of Wands is like the first win, it's a small win. The Six of Wands is the big win. Okay, so it says that if you keep stacking up small wins, eventually that will move into something bigger for yourself. Six of Wands can also be about public recognition, and it's a really, really nice card to find in a reading. So I really like what we see here so far, but let's go ahead and get some more clarifications now. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, as less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed. All right, so let's see what we have here. You have the High Honor card, Unexpected Income, and Coffin. So intuition was right. The High Honor card says that you are well respected in your chosen field, or even just in your workplace. People come to you for help. People look up to you. You might be somebody who provides guidance. It means that you have a high level of integrity as well. And, you know, that gets rewarded. You know, there are rewards that come along with that. So you have this unexpected income. Obviously, it could be a good thing. It's typically not like a windfall or anything like that. But it's more like just an extra bonus or something like this here. Although, who knows? You do have this Coffin card as well, which is the end of something in your life. Try not to let your mind wander towards like catastrophe when you get the Coffin card, because the Coffin card just means something's ending. Just like the Death card doesn't mean literal death and dying, it just means something's closing out here. Let's see what this is. Courthouse, interesting, which could be about contracts that you're signing, or that you've signed, or that you're maybe entering into agreements around, something like that showing up here. Let's go ahead and let's see what else we have here. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Strength card, you have the King of Swords, the Temperance card, Emperor, and the Page of Cups. So there's this energy of conquering. You are conquering something here at this time with the Emperor, the King of Wands, and then the Three of Wands, Six of Wands. Yeah, you're conquering something. Actually, 3, 4, 6. We don't have the Five of Wands, which is fine. But you are definitely surmounting a situation here with the Emperor. Emperor is seen as a good omen of success in career and business situations, especially with the Strength card. Strength card's about overcoming an internal obstacle, or like really having the courage and the bravery to continue forward. That makes sense for this reading for you here. Now, you do have this Knight of Pentacles and Temperance card, which is very nice. There could be some type of results being given to you, or it's more like results that you've earned, because I just felt like that anyway. I talked about that at the beginning of this reading, where it's like, you know, maybe you're just working a lot of extra hours and you're seeing appropriate compensation for that. But with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like something you work hard for that provides a result to you. And you have this Temperance energy, which is this idea of sort of combining, mixing elements, kind of alchemizing something into your life. It's the Temperance card is a major message of balance, and through balance you can achieve something great. So yeah, it's also about harmony here. I would say be careful of overwork, but it's almost like some of you have like a big goal, so it's like you're fine putting in the extra hours. Just be careful that your health is not being affected by that, because the Temperance card can talk about healing. So I would say just make sure that you're coming to whatever it is that you're coming to in a place of balance. Strength card also just Leo energy, and we're in this Leo season here. Then you have this King of Swords and the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is about like creating a vision, or just realizing that you're a major dreamer. I think that some of you have put yourself in a position to see some sort of dream come forward. Pages can also represent news and opportunities. So there could be a dream opportunity showing up here. Again, this is because of all of this energy and effort you've put into something. The King of Swords is about an authority figure. This could be you moving into a position of leadership, or it could be you being recognized by a boss or somebody that you work for. You could also be a subject matter expert or an authority figure, something like that. But yeah, really like this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.